Today is Friday, May 11th, 2018. Sunday is Mother's Day, and this is the ServiceMonster Show. This week on ServiceMonster, we lose a beloved teammate.
ServiceMonster's sluggish performance.
And ServiceMonster release 6.2.5. This week on social media.
Happy Mother's Day to all my fellow mothers out there. I have a 2-year-old and another one on the way, so I know that motherhood is one of the hardest but most rewarding jobs out there. So I hope you feel really celebrated and loved this Sunday. Also, you might want to know, Facebook is celebrating you too. They're adding new filters and cards that you can send to all the mothers out there on Facebook. If you're a small business owner as well, you may want to consider using those for some of your marketing as well. Just a thought.
So recent Twitter news amongst its recent profitability, password hackage. Yeah, they said a bug. As an engineer, when you write something purposely to a file in an unencrypted format, that's intentional code. The bug is that they left it in production. So I get a chuckle every time I hear it was a bug that was purposely written into the product for whatever reason the engineers felt they needed to do that. Maybe it was give them a back door during a testing environment or what have you. Nonetheless, your passwords could be hacked, so you might want to change those on Twitter. I know a lot of you guys aren't on Twitter, but in lieu of Facebook's recent disfavor, I would think you guys want to start playing in there a little bit more, seeing if you can drum up some business.
There's a few business updates coming to Instagram. They're working on their direct messages. 375 million of their users use direct messages to contact businesses for business inquiries and stuff like that. So even if the person is not following you necessarily, if they send you a message, now it's going to go directly to your inbox and you'll be able to see it. Whereas before it was kind of questionable or you may have not seen the message at all. They're also developing quick replies. So these are templated responses that you can come up with beforehand. So if you get common queries that you can use those for, those will also be available. They're also adding action buttons, which I thought was kind of cool. So it'll go directly on your Instagram page, and it can say things like start an order or book. So people can just click on that button and not have to even leave Instagram to start an order with you. This week in Smug.
So Dan, along with 7 or 8 other Smug users, took to the board on Wednesday and let us know of the sluggish performance. Thanks for letting us know for sure. And Dave and I were on it pretty quick. 6:30 in the morning is when the first reports came in, and we jumped on it as quick as we could within the next 10 or 15 minutes. Now, it didn't get solved right away. It took a minute. Dave did a handful of things, clearing cache, rebooting servers. We added another server to the load balancer, for those of you in the know, and we were checking logs across everything, including database services. We had our own internal logs on, so we turned those off as well. And on Thursday night, Dave did a couple infrastructure updates, including putting the security service on its own pipeline, which was kind of the source of the issue. We're still unclear why it's occurring. And so the engineers are digging into the code, trying to replicate it locally so we can squish it all together.
Brent, thank you so much for the shout out about the save and new option when adding service items in Technician. This is a feature where you can save a service item, and then as soon as you click on it, it opens a new one so you can create a new one, saves you a lot of clicks. So we're glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for letting us know.
Joey asks about custom drip campaigns, pleading with somebody to pay them to set them up for him. And I know that there are some people who have shared their email templates and drip campaigns in Smug, but help is coming. There are 2 things that I'm looking to do. The first one is provide default drip campaigns, email, and texting templates. And that will allow you guys to just turn them on and use them. Very helpful for new ServiceMonster subscribers. We're going to also make those available in the marketplace. The other thing that I want to eventually do is allow you guys to package them in your own little packages that you can put on the marketplace to share with other ServiceMonster users. And so those are a couple things that we're looking to help you with this whole templating issue so you can create and get content for your business. This week inside ServiceMonster. This week's Ask was a Frankenstein. I put together the perfect service business. What does it look like? What do its numbers look like? What are the features and functions of its employees? Very well received. Go check that out.
I get the not so pleasant news of reporting that Megan is leaving ServiceMonster. This week was her last week with us. But we say goodbye with fond farewells and wish her the very best. She actually got her dream job at Western doing marketing, so we're super excited for her for that.
So now with Megan, our editor, moving out, we're going to be bringing in someone to replace her, but we're also going to be bringing in some in-house dedicated SEO. And I know that we've been talking about that over the last year. Currently, I deal with the SEO, and it's certainly a part-time job for me. We've done well. We've recovered from any of the black hat listings that we had to suffer through last year, and we're just fighting against those top 5 spots in rotation, right? So I'm really excited to bring someone in full-time, especially focusing on the mobile front.
ServiceMonster product updates. ServiceMonster release 6.2.5 comes with many new exciting features and fixes, a couple of which I'm going to highlight to you right now. But if you want to see more, go ahead and look at the release notes on the blog, and you can also watch the video if you care to. We added a favorite section to the bulk add modal in orders. So now all your favorite line items will be listed there, so you don't have to go searching all over the place for items that maybe you use a lot. So that's pretty cool. The next is we connected, if you will, leads and opportunities. So now we have an option when you go into accept a lead, you have accept with opportunity. And what that does is shoots you over to the opportunities page. And on the opportunities page, you're going to see the lead information. And also when you go back to the lead sheet, you're going to see a button that says opportunity with the lead's name, and you'll be able to just bounce back and forth really easily. So we're super excited to offer you that.
ServiceMonster Technician 1.0.9 hits the marketplace. Handful of features. Go look at the release notes. There's a couple cool things in there, and they're mostly just fixing bugs in this particular release. I'm a little hesitant because I know there's one feature I was excited to get to you guys, but I'm not sure it's going to make it in this particular release. So it's tips, right? We're putting tips across the whole board. So the ability to just hit a button from your customers and putting it in their path. We're really excited mostly because just asking for the tip is going to get you guys tips. So we'll see an increase in your overall ticket here, which is obviously the whole name of the game. From everyone here at ServiceMonster, thank you so much for your attention.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Go check out the demo.
And give us a call.